MK Ultra podcast starts right now.
1, 2, 3.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MK Ultra podcast. I'm Marco.
I'm Kevin.
Let's talk about this.
All right, I got some good news today. Good news. You want to hear some good news?
I would love to hear some
good
news.
You would love to hear some good news. All right.
For once in my life.
For once in your life. All right. First things first, I'm looking at this camera right here.
I'm looking at that camera.
Yeah, I'm looking at this camera, but we're going to talk towards my camera. We got some good news. I want to first thank everyone who has watched us on our YouTube channel. That's where we first started at. We got 52 views in 4 days.
That's 52 more than we had previously.
Yeah, 52 views, and we also got 6 subscribers too as well.
6 more than we had previously.
but that's really...
It's all about the little things, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, because I've done YouTube since 2007, and I have done it since... Yeah, then I just repeat my own question, my own sentence. Why I say question? Give me a second.
You set that up like you're about to have like a D Rose return, like it started in 2007.
A very deep like moment, like
the web took me out in 2012, and the
Will
return.
Smith moment on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There, to hell with him. Anyway, we also branched out a bit. If you guys have been keeping up to date, we are trying our best also to get a Facebook page out as well, and possibly maybe a Twitter account. Maybe, I don't know about that. Probably more of a Facebook page. Tweeting you tweeter. But we have branched out to 2 new platforms. We have signed with one of the top 5 podcasting hosting areas, Podbean, because just of the price for us, because we're on a budget, so we had to go with the cheapest. Which, not to say anything, but you owe me $34 more Marco.
He's got my family. Help.
So I
got you.
So you can check us out at marcokevinultra.podbean.com to see stuff. Your light just went out.
Apparently my light went out. Doesn't matter.
Do you still look good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean...
Oh, well, okay.
I guess.
Yeah. Those will be uploaded the day after we publish our video one on YouTube. And also within 24 hours as well, that'll be going to our other platform, thanks to Podbean as well. Right after we got Podbean, I instantly tried to submit us into Spotify, and the next day we got accepted. So if you go to open.spotify.com/show/ bear with me, 2OPAMQ capital CVQ6 F capital NOX capital W 6 capital EY 2OBD. Don't worry, the links to these are in the description below in all of our platforms. I just wanted to say that because to make it fun, Marco's eyes are popping right now. But yeah, those will be up the next day after we publish these to our YouTube channel first.
Thank you very much to Podbean. Thank you very much to Spotify, to YouTube. Thank you very much to everyone who is listening and viewing. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
If it wasn't for like just having like, we got 34 views in one day. That's just an outstanding, and that gave us motivation to take us on the road, have us mobile, so you guys can listen to us, car ride, your workouts, your daily chores you gotta do or whatnot.
It's good to switch up from music to a podcast. Mm-hmm. Of course, I listen to JRE. You can listen to whatever you want to, but a nice car ride with just a simple podcast of whoever you like to listen to is a good time. Pet makes a workout go pretty fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
because like definitely that's like if you're driving like an hour to like your destination, that's literally our first episode right there. Our first episode is an hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that can be your ride.
Yeah, and I went back and looked at the podcast. I listened to it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun time. Couldn't wait for the next one.
Oh yeah, I watch me of course editing clip by clip by clip, which is a lot because what I found out about your camera, it has a delay. So right now, since you are not talking, there's some sort of like they add like a second, and then like I always have to check to see if your volumes are matching.
Oh. Well, it looked good.
Yeah. It looked good.
Great job editing.
Yeah, definitely. It took me two days. I did like 30 minutes and then I did another 30 minutes, and then I think I had spare time, so like 2 days and a half to get it done.
Yeah. I noticed when people were talking about it with us and when we were going over, asking if people saw it, everyone thought there was a point, like we had a theme behind this. We were talking about a couple things, and that's what, and like we said the last time, we don't have a theme. We don't have any sort of aim or goal. It's just us hitting record on a conversation we would have normally.
Yeah, and just talking. Yeah. It's very interesting too. When I was submitting us to Podbean, they were like, "What's your category?" It's like, would you and like I'm asking, it's like comedy, like and you're like casual. It's like I wish that they had that, but I forget what I put, but the definition for that word was free time. It's like, okay, free time.
Free time's good.
Free time's good. We talk about anything, and we do this on our free time.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So, speaking of free time, what else were you doing today?
I was doing some corrections to my screenplay. Yeah.
Ooh, the screenplay.
Yeah, the screenplay that's gonna be turned into a short film. That's gonna be the writing's gonna be sent to New York, and the short film is being sent to 4 places here in Illinois, and 1 in Baltimore because Baltimore gave me the idea of that, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. We got to page 97. This is our 3rd day meeting up. We're going to meet up for 1 more day and hopefully just get that out because time is ticking. April 5th is coming up soon, and that's when the writing needs to be sent out.
Wow.
Yeah.
April, what is it, March?
I have 2 weeks from today.
Oh.
2 weeks from today. But it shouldn't be that hard. It's copy paste and typing different words that are.
How many pages altogether?
I thought there was 142. I lied. She was like, "No, there's 145." So there's 3 more pages. I thought I.
And can you tell like how long of a film that would be?
So, a page is a minute. So 145. I thought I had 2 hours and 22 minutes because that's 142. But I have 2 hours and 25 minutes of a movie.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I know
editing might bring it down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Deleted scenes of this. If this goes big, then deleted scenes is a thing.
An hour and a half would be fine.
I don't know. Yeah. I like 2 hours actually because it's kind of if you do an.
My mic went out. Oh
no. Your mic is good.
Okay, we're good.
Your mic's good. I'm watching you.
Had a little drop. Never mind.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry. And if it did cut out, then no one will know. We'll just redo it. But right now we're so good. But yeah, I would say 2 hours is probably the best because an hour and 30, you're missing like loads of moments that I have. But like I was watching this video on. Have you seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
No.
With John Candy, Steve Martin.
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, this was written by the guy who did Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 16 Candles, Breakfast Club. That guy. I don't know his name. You might have to tell me. You might have to tell.
I don't know his name either.
You can't remember either? But anyway, this is actually, I think, his 2nd best movie he did in the box office, or 1st best movie, better than Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Because I think Ferris Bueller had like 40 million, and I think this made like 45 million.
Ferris Bueller's a ridiculously popular movie.
Mm-hmm. This one is too. I think any of his movies he has done, written, direct, is always a big thing. But I was watching it. I was watching this guy. There's a lost film of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So the movie is an hour and 45 minutes. It was technically supposed to be a 4-hour movie.
Wow.
A 4-hour comedy movie. Dramatic, romance movie. He had about almost 3 to 4 hours of this movie. And there is so much spots that would totally make this movie even more sense to the audience because some ones are like, because they had to cut it out because the movie industry did not let him.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and also, way off topic, Justice League's new movie, the Zack Snyder. So when I said like, oh, his friend like betrayed him or something, no, Zack Snyder got fired. He got fired, and that's why we had that crappy first Justice League movie. And then they said, come back. Very bad. We turned out bad. Can you give us your cut? That's literally what they did. And Zack Snyder did it for free.
What?
Yeah, he did not ask for a single penny. He just wanted his view out there.
Every review I see of it says the Snyder Cut is a lot better.
Yeah, but there's this one. I think it was GameSpot gave it a 3.
Did it say why or?
I just ignore it because I'm denying it. I think it's really good. Just seeing clips of it, it looks good.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it because I don't have HBO Max.
Not only that, it's just I didn't see any of the Supermans really. Man of Steel, any of that. I didn't see Batman vs Superman.
No,
I
don't think
saw
that.
Suicide Squad. And I saw the second one of that.
There's no second Suicide Squad. It's not out yet. It's gonna be on HBO Max.
Oh wait, no, the Harley Quinn movie.
Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey,
which was a lot better. Here's the thing: Birds of Prey was better than the Suicide Squad, but it wasn't that hard to be better than Suicide Squad. It was a bad movie.
I think to me, Will Smith was probably the only good character in my opinion.
He really was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jared Leto's Joker at that time was god awful. It was like gangster Joker here.
Yeah.
I like nightclubs. I love strippers and money. That's kind of what it was.
There's a lot of different type characters to the Joker, which he's not even really the gangster. I'd say Jack Nicholson was. I think Jared Leto just represents the psycho.
He to me, you have Mark Hamill and then Heath Ledger.
Who is the ultimate? Just the best.
Yeah, I really don't know. I just like Joker in general,
Right.
but I'm not saying Suicide Squad Joker was great. I'm saying it's that one was awful in my opinion.
Yeah.
But like first it started with Mark Hamill, and then Heath Ledger took it to another step forward. People don't want to like try to be the same as Mark Hamill. They try their best to be like Heath because I could definitely be like that, and then they try to like wrap Heath in there somehow in their concept, but it just doesn't end well.
I think what made Mark Hamill great, and then especially Heath Ledger. Mark Hamill, I think, was great because one, he had the laugh, he had the charisma, he delivered the lines the greatest. It was just perfect comic book to picture representation, and he scared you as a cartoon. It's like, ooh, he's pretty creepy. We were young, but whatever. He was still pretty creepy.
Killing Joker.
Killing Joker? Oh, man, yeah. We saw the film of it, and it was so good. And then Heath Ledger, he did scare the hell out of me because he was just plainly a human, There's nothing special about him. He was just a guy that showed you that anyone who's crazy enough can, do what he did. And then same thing with Joaquin Phoenix. Because he was just, it was believable. There wasn't anything hooey about it. There was no special powers. There was no magic.
I still can't believe that like story you told me when you went to go see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So set up here. So because of the Dark Knight, what happened in Aurora, Colorado and everything, which was horrible. We really wish something like that never had to happen.
Our hearts still go out to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Wish we could do more, but there was a heightened awareness around the new Joker movie because it represented mental illness, which is a big hot topic now, and it seems like mental illnesses might be on the rise. I'm not sure. And oh yeah, I am cutting out. There we go. And so we go there, and we notice that there's a cop standing outside of the theater, which is kind of weird. And then we notice throughout the entire movie, you're seeing something weird?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm just checking.
We keep seeing the cop circling around the theater, and we're like, oh man, he's here because there's raised security about this movie because they think it's going to lead to another shooting incident. It's going to lead to an uprising in like attacks of this and that, and which was kind of believable, but honestly, it made the experience of going to the theater and seeing this movie, which was a fantastic movie, it made it so much better. And then at one point, two people got up and then like walked in separate directions from each other, and it was just really, really weird. But then we noticed when we left the theater that one of the people that got up was a Marine in like partially civilian clothing. He had a Marine shirt on and then like camo pants, and then he had like a cap on, but he had a sidearm with him. So they had a cop and then a, casually dressed-ish Marine with a sidearm to like, maintain security in the theater.
It wasn't a gun, was it?
No, it was a gun.
It was a gun?
Yes.
Well, when you say sidearm, I think of like a melee weapon.
No, a firearm.
A fire. There you go. That's better.
He had a pistol. Yeah.
A pistol.
So it
Not
was
that big.
it was creepy. But it made every moment of that movie so good. And Joaquin Phoenix was amazing in that movie.
Mm-hmm. I actually have on DVD right behind you, Blu-ray.
Oh God, it was so good.
Yeah.
I was telling Kevin this because I think what made it great, and my own personal opinion, was that he's doing bad things, but you're supporting him the entire way.
Mm-hmm.
You're rooting for him to get back at these people, and you kind of get sucked into it. And to me, that's how you do it. That's how you do film. He tortured himself physically for the film. He ate like an apple a day or something like that and lost a bunch of weight.
He also volunteers himself to be a volunteer at Vacation Bible School.
Which I don't understand. I don't get how that's going to help him.
Have you done Vacation Bible School?
I think I did Sunday school, but
that's totally two different things.
I'm not going to judge it. It's probably
Sunday school. You're like maybe teaching for like 30 minutes to an hour. Sunday school, you're there for like maybe 2 or 3 hours a week. It's literally a week. As a used to be full-time pastor's son, it's awful. It's awful.
Hey man, if that's what you're into.
Yeah, I'm doing it again. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This time you're not pouring an entire gallon of water into your cup. You're just opening.
I'm sorry. I see a Coke bottle in the distance. I'm like, I'm gonna have a swig of soda. A swig of soda.
A little swiggy.
Yeah. What's so funny though too with this Coke Zero, they have like a friggin' Pinocchio commercial for this, and he takes a drink. He's like, oh, this tastes so wonderful. Coke Zero, no sugar. How is that possible? And the guy and like the father's like, why are you doing that? If you keep lying, you're never gonna be a real boy. And then it's just like, no, I'm telling the truth. And he takes a drink. He's like, wow, this is so good. And he's like, see, I don't lie. And his nose just launches out at him. It's like, oops. With the lie.
Sounds like a Super Bowl commercial. Was it?
I think it probably was. Probably. I don't know. I stopped after like halftime. After blinding lights, I stopped because I just knew that the team I was rooting for, Chiefs. Then I go, yes. Tom Brady, bandwagon guy right here. Oh, I'm like, what's this? Yeah, I will say though, thanks. I'm glad that we're doing.
Been on the bandwagon since 2001, by the way.
Good for you. I will say though, thank God for this podcast because fuck Illinois finding Illini. You fucking dumbass. I'm sorry, it pissed me off.
Kevin could have made that shot.
I at least know that God gives you two hands. I don't care that you're like, check me out, I can grip it with my one hand. Fucking it's a damn rebound. 2 hands. God gave you 2 hands, not one. And also, 3 people in front of you. Why are you going to dribble in between them? This isn't soccer. This is basketball. They know how to do this. They know how to swipe. And also, the backboard doesn't count as a point. So many layups just hit backboard and went back. You know what? I don't know if I want to support Flying Illini for a bid right now, but I hope Loyola Chicago goes to the Final Four again, because I remember a couple years ago, they were the 11th seed, biggest underdog Cinderella story. No one thought they were going to make it to the Final Four. Once they hit the Final Four, people started rooting for them, and that's when they lost. No one rooted for Loyola Chicago, Illinois, and they freaking made it to the Final Four. Then it was like, oh my God, yes, underdog story. Michigan creams them, and then Villanova just wipes the floor with the Michigan players, beating them, I think, by like almost 30 points. It was a blowout. But
well, an Illinois team is representing, so.
Yeah, Loyola Chicago. No one roots for them. They're just like, first seed Illinois. I was kind of like that. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do good, because I've been a Flying Illini basketball fan since March Madness, NCAA March Madness 08 for the Xbox 360. that's when I started getting into college basketball was back in '08, and I'm like, I don't know what team to be, and then like scrolling. Oh, Illinois. I'm from Illinois. I guess I'll be them. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. And so I just been fans for them. Yeah. But like, oh, freaking basketball. My team's out for good. LeBron James indefinitely out with an ankle.
Oh, a sprained ankle.
Yeah. And like I'm scrolling through Facebook and like, here's a thumbnail. They're like the video of LeBron James breaking his ankle, and like just from his emotion from the thumbnail, I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it. It's probably very painful.
Yeah, man, gotta take care of your body.
Yeah, it's awful. I'm.
So like, where are they at in basketball? Do they have like, I mean, like NBA wise,
where the Lakers are at right now?
Is the season started? Are we
halfway
there?
They're probably halfway there. They're probably almost like, I think they passed the halfway mark because you play 82 games. I think they have done past 41 games at the halfway mark. We are second in the Western Conference. I hope that we can. Well, we still have Anthony Davis, but I hope that we can keep pushing forward and keeping that seed still. As long as we stay in the top 8, we're okay. Because the top 8 moves on to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. There was actually a moment when the season like stopped because of the coronavirus and stuff like that they had to do one game before they could start the tournament because one team was tied, and it's like, well, we can't pick favorites, so we got to do a tie-breaking game, and that's when the Trailblazers beat, I think, Memphis, and that was interesting. I will say, NBA going to the Disney bubble was like fun to watch. It was interesting.
Well, good luck to everybody involved.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch basketball.
That's okay. So, I don't watch golf.
Yeah, I don't watch golf either. I mean, I have this thing where I will watch football, on TV and stuff like that. Of course, go to a football game. Although I haven't gone to a football game yet, I will not watch baseball on TV. I just can't do that to myself. But I'll go to a game. I love going to baseball games. Yeah. And I just don't watch basketball, and I really don't want to go to a game. I'm just not a basketball guy. Love hockey games. Hockey's awesome.
Yeah, I've been to a couple. When I used to live in Southern Illinois, the closest thing was St. Louis for sports, and that's when they had the Rams still.
The Rams, yeah.
They had Blues and the Cardinals, and of course, I know I live close to Chicago now because that's where my hometown is. Like, we live maybe like an hour and a half away. Depends.
Hour and a half.
Depends on
2
where.
hours, I guess.
Depends on what you take. Because I know when I went to go to my brother's apartment last March to C2E2, which is the Comic-Con in Chicago, I know it took an hour and a half back roads from DeKalb to Chicago. You've
been making their costumes for C2E2?
I was supposed to make the costumes for ASUN, which is the anime convention, but that got canceled again, which is good because I have a person and his girlfriend that are not very good at communicating. So I was like, I'm trying to get their attention. I know I need to probably message them more than just on the phone. Probably try to do other apps, messaging apps, and see if they go there. But it's like, I'm glad because I still got wigs to do.
How long does a wig take you? Depends.
I have not touched a single wig. Well, actually, I have touched a wig, but I didn't have to like add to it. Like my show that I did my senior year designing. In the script, the team captain of this. Okay, so I did this play called The Wolves. It's about a girls' soccer team, indoor soccer. Yeah, does that ring
FIFA?
Does that ring a bell too when we're driving by and like that's Area 51, but that's an indoor soccer?
Oh yes,
yes. Yeah, I was like waiting for you to snap there, but it's just I don't know how to describe it in a way. It's just like all they do is talk while they're warming up. Oh, game starts. Okay, we're not going to see it, but then the next scene's like next warm up for the next game we're doing. So it's like they've done like a lot of games. It's like an hour and a half. It's really good. Lots of cat fights, dramas, best friend hating best friend, which is sad too because before tragic strikes, one of the two girls who are best friends got into a fight, and then the next scene, the girl who It wasn't a popular girl. It was her best friend. Got hit by a car. Yeah, so that's great.
That's intense.
That's intense. And then the next scene is they haven't seen each other for weeks. So then this is where I'm getting to with my story for weeks, is that the captain in the script buzzed her head. So she was bald. She was like maybe bald with a little bit of hair. The director was like, I don't know if we should do that. And of course me, I'm like, no, we should do that. I would love to see how dedicated they are. But the captain's like, but like a headshot soon. It's like, fine, we could do like an undercut, which is like buzzed here, and then you can put the hair over, or like you know what girls do when they have like the hair flopped over on one side and it's like buzzed on one side.
I think so. I think I've seen
Skrillex.
that.
Think of Skrillex hair.
Okay.
Skrillex. Think of Skrillex. So we had to do, instead we did a wig, and it was black top roots with green coming down, and the director was like, that's very lesbian. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like I've always seen 25 as like the lesbian girl out of all of them. It's like, okay.
That's some interesting director vision right there.
Yeah, it's like it'll be here in 2 days because the costume design technology guy has Amazon Prime.
Yeah, there's so much work that goes into that. I mean, when I think of you making costumes, like all the cutting and the measuring, stitching, nah.
I have patterns here, and it's called commercial pattern, which everyone does commercial patterns a lot. So like if you want pants, you want a shirt, you want an overcoat, they go and get commercial pattern. So a commercial pattern is made out of this very thin paper. Don't know what it's called, but it's very thin. It's very floppy. If you blow like it will fly off. So it has no weight at all. So you would take that, you have to figure out your measurements, cut it out, and I put it on brown piece of paper for more of some heaviness to it.
Okay.
Just some sort of heavy paper. Trace it, cut it out, put it on fabric, trace it. Then you have to measure 5/8 in, because the commercial pattern has 5/8 onto it, and the 5/8 is a recommended seam allowance. So like this seam you see on my sleeve here, this is a seam, and probably that was 5/8 they put, and you would put those two pieces together, and you sew it together, and it makes this seam. So you got to do all that stuff.
That's too much, man.
Too much?
Too much for me.
Oh, then you have a serger. A serger makes sure that your fabric doesn't fray away, because once you cut it, you got those like little like strings poking up. And if you pull it, you will see what frays.
See, things like that, like tedious things where you got to just sit there and use your hands and, over and over like that. I don't enjoy things like that. I didn't even like Legos when I was a kid. I really did not.
Dude, it's gonna suck when you turn 100 because you can't play with Legos anymore. It's literally
to 99, 0 to 99. Yeah,
0. I think it's like
0 to 99.
I thought it was 3 to 99.
No, I am fairly certain it says 0. I could be wrong.
It's gonna suck if you
either way. Until I'm when I'm 100, I can't play with Legos.
It's gonna suck though when you turn 100, because then you're gonna be so sad for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I just could never do things like that. That's why things like the idea of being like an electrician and stuff like that, having to deal with like wires and mechanics, working on like cars and stuff like that. I just don't get into like putting things together and working things meticulously like that with my hands. Just something about me, I guess.
I wish I knew a little bit more about cars, just so I know what the heck's wrong with it.
I can keep it running, but I can't replace an engine and this and that.
The only time that I was right is just because I just know from history of when I used to have I had a 93 Dodge Dakota truck.
That thing's legendary.
Legendary?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Kevin's truck. I still see that truck around and I'm like, Kevin! That ain't Kevin.
That ain't mine. No, my truck got either auctioned off to a junkyard. It's probably destroyed now.
I swear I saw a Dodge with a dented like door or whatever. I swear
if someone bought, no, because I remember when I went to go get the Chevy, a guy was like, "Oh, is that a Dodge Dakota truck there?" It's like, yeah.
I think it's funny when you when people are their identity that you you put them with is their car. You know, if someone has, he's blah blah blah. It's Kevin. He's got that great Dodge.
Yeah, I am not a country guy. I'm not like a farming kid. I just loved trucks when I was young. I just love them. Now it's like I really
They're
don't.
convenient.
Yeah. I sometimes miss having like the big ass trunk in the back because I could put whatever I
the
want.
bed, yeah.
The bed.
Well, that's the thing. The bed's tempting, but how many times are you going to use it?
I used it a lot because freaking I was also going to college. I didn't even put like lots of stuff in my trunk. The first year, like the freshman year, like you take so much stuff and then you realize I don't really need all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because you think that you can be there for like all the weekends, but like me and my brother wanted to keep money, so we came back and forth to work and stuff like that. But like there was that. I moved here into this house that people see right now if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see this room here. This is a new house that I moved into from. There was that. There was like a lot of time, like the couch you see there, we used my truck to move that in. Like every single thing that involved with moving and stuff, we used my truck.
Hey, you got a use for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it kept on having problems, dying. I went into a ditch twice on the same week with the snow. It's awful. This car's been doing good.
Yeah, you went like the complete opposite of a truck. You went to a Chevy Cruze hatchback. There's like barely any space in it. Well, I know I have a Malibu, and I'm like, not that much space.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Chevy what?
Kevin, what kind of car do you drive?
A 2017 Chevy Cruze.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Did you?
Yes.
I don't think you did.
I said Chevy Cruze hatchback.
Oh, the hatchback threw me off.
Yeah, that's... Okay, you don't have a regular trunk. You have like a flat back of the car that lifts up.
Okay.
That's called a hatchback.
Okay, I'm like, what are you saying? What is this voodoo you're telling me?
Weird words.
Yeah, but I love it. It's been a great car. I've almost had it for a year right now.
Yeah.
I've only had one problem. When you have my car for a while, you get like this weird scent of gasoline, and there was some problem with a pipe and stuff. I really do not trust car dealerships when they don't give you the terms of what I need. They're like, oh, you need a pipe, a lid, something to connect it to. It's like, do you know what you're talking about? Do I need to go to my car repair shop?
Yeah, it sucks that you can never be sure of the service you're getting anywhere anymore, even like mechanics.
Yeah, and then what I also hate about Chevy Cruze is just one thing. If I just drive around town for like weeks, my fuel range will be in the hundreds, and I'm like, why is it going down? My fuel range is usually up in the 300s. But when I went to DeKalb once and I went to Aurora recently, my fuel range went up, and it's like, oh yeah, you actually have 305
because highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really hate that. It's like, just tell me what my fuel range is.
Well, because, when you go through in town and you're going through lights and stop signs, you have to completely stop, rev it back up. You have to completely stop, rev it back up. Highway, you're just going at a steady pace the whole time.
When I was used to my truck like stopping a lot and didn't have auto stop, the first time I got used to auto stop, and this is when I had to do a test drive with my dealer.
Oh, because it's all eco. So when like you pause at some place,
it
it'll
paused,
turn off.
and I flipped down my head, but the car was like, "This is auto stop."
That freaked a lot of people out when it first came out because people were like, "What the hell?" And they'd like park their car, they'd get out, and someone would be like, "What's going on?" Then you move, and it's like, and you keep going.
Yeah. Oh, my mom hates it. My brother freaked out the first time.
Yeah. The first time I was in someone's car like that, I was like, did your car just die? Oh, no, it does that. What do you mean it does that?
Yeah, it does that. It was saving.
Which I don't get, because I feel like constantly turning the car off and on would cause more feel like a sudden, like, big...
So when you turn the key halfway and use your battery.
When you turn it to run,
Yeah, that's what it does. So like it shuts off the engine, but you're still on battery.
I guess, I don't know. I'm not a tech master.
I'm not either, but it's just like I still like this car.
Yeah. Can't wait for flying cars.
That's they said that was gonna be in 2010.
Yeah. Well, when does Back to the Future? When does it say? It's
2016 is when they went.
Is that what it said? 2016.
Yeah, they got everything right except for Cubs winning the World Series that year.
Ooh.
Wait, no, my bad. 2015, because 2016 is when they won the World Series. 2015 is when they were like, Cubs win World Series. Wow, they made it to the finals, but then they lost. but then next year they won, so they were a little bit off.
That was a cool time.
I wonder why cool time?
Well, when the Cubs won the series?
Oh,
after 100 years or whatever?
108. I don't know. I'm not a Chicago Cubs fan. I don't like the Cubs. I'm a Cardinals fan because I lived in Southern Illinois for like many
it's
years.
baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Buy me a ticket, I'll go to the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to go to a fucking soccer game though. I want to go to the Chicago Fire so bad.
Man, I've been twice and they are so fun. Soccer fans get after it, especially like international fans.
Have you ever played an expedition just by yourself and you have your headset on and you just hear like boom, boom, boom? I thought someone was having outside my house. No, it's the stands. They're doing their chants. I'm like, wow.
They stomp their feet. They blow those big ass horns.
Yeah.
They get. Have you seen like audience chants at soccer games on YouTube? They are so cool. They are so loud.
You
too.
ever see those like before game chants that they have to do because it's just their cultural.
The haka. You're thinking of
the haka.
New Zealand and like
the rugby
and stuff like that.
I remember when they had to do that for the Olympic
and
basketball.
New Zealand did that
to friggin' USA basketball team, and they're all like
doing that to James Harden and Derrick Rose's face. You're like, okay.
And it's like, okay. Swish.
They probably dropped like 50 points each.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, friggin'. It's not a game. When you play USA in basketball, it's not a competition.
Because everyone watched the 2008 Olympics because Michael Phelps and
Michael
Usain
Phelps
Bolt and everything. And then
Kobe
in the meantime,
Bryant.
the 2008 basketball team just
Kobe Bryant, LeBron James.
bullied their way to a gold medal. Oh my God. They were just flipping balls behind their backs. LeBron James is smashing.
There was so much alley-oops in each game.
Man.
No, but which one did I like a lot of? Was it Rio? Because it was Michael Phelps's like last year.
I think it's Rio.
Rio, that one I liked a lot because you know
he was in Rio. Not London. I don't think he stopped in London. That was 2012.
That was 2012. He was supposed to stop, but he's like,
but he's a champ.
Yeah, but he's like, but it's like, I think I can do one more, and then like after that, he's like, I'm done. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I think he won a gold again.
He won lots of gold.
He won the butterfly because he's gonna win the butterfly.
The reason why Rio was good, there was this one guy, I think he was from Brazil. He's freaking dancing, and then that Michael Phelps meme when he's doing this with the eyebrows, like angry. Okay, there was this this like Rio guy, this Brazil guy, I think it was Brazil. He was like dancing because he's like, I don't know, taunting or something, getting into it, and Michael Phelps is like right next to him with like a dead serious face, like looking, he was gonna kill him because he thought that he could be Michael Phelps, and Michael Phelps just dominated. Yeah. And then there was also this like other one. This one women's swimmer, she did drugs and stuff, and she's holding up a finger like I'm number one. And this young USA girl was watching, and she was shaking, no. Next thing we see that young girl dominating that one person that did drugs and stuff. That was a good year for swimming right there. I loved it.
I remember when they said Ryan Lochte was going to beat Michael Phelps. I think he did in Rio, but it feels like Phelps let him win.
Ryan Lochte actually beat him in London.
In like freestyle and
he beat him.
Stuff like
he
that.
beat him in London, and then in Rio he was like, let's team up and be.
Well, because I remember the whole thing was Phelps was training for like 9 months, and Lochte was training for like 4 years since the past Olympics. And it was like, oh, Ryan Lochte's going to beat Michael Phelps, and he smoked him. And then it became like, Ryan Lochte has beaten Michael Phelps, but again, Phelps's thing was the butterfly. I remember that. And it seems like he let him win and then just destroyed him in the butterfly.
The butterfly is Michael Phelps. The butterfly.
He's got those weird arms. He can like flap his back or whatever.
Dude, freaking like when they do the warm up and they like smack their freaking hands like
Man, he's so long.
I feel like do you really need muscles for swimming? Because I feel like that they need to be less like
they're long and slender. They're very long, very slender.
Because you see so much flap in them.
But Ryan Lochte's a big guy. I think he's at least 6'2", and he's thick. He's built thick. He looks like a natural bodybuilder or something. Where I remember seeing Michael Phelps, he looks like a pencil, but he's literally just rigid. He's so in shape. And I guess I'm gonna assume that's a swimmer's body, just really long, really slender, but very toned because they are extreme athletes.
Wasn't there
swimming is so hard?
Yeah. I just find it interesting how like oh, he did drugs, and like everyone like flipped out. But when someone else does drugs, like,
Yeah. No, the thing I felt you're talking about when he got a picture of him smoking weed,
Yeah.
right? Where parents think where weed was going to make you a loser, and then it came out that Michael Phelps, 8-time gold medalist, caught with marijuana, and now parents are like, shit. I can't. You can't say weed makes you a loser because he was probably stoned when he was winning the races. Just some people, I don't know. That guy's an ultra winner.
he is, and he will forever be like the top 10 best athlete.
Because Mark Spitz won like 8 gold. I don't even know how many gold medals Phelps has won. A lot.
There's a lot. I know they had compare photo between him and the other guy that has done. Like,
I think it's one of those things
photos.
where it's hard to imagine someone beating him, like because that's a high number of wins or championships or whatever you want to call them. Usain Bolt's speed records, that's going to be hard to beat.
They keep on saying that like some woman beat his record, but I still don't believe it.
I need to get on looking into that
Yeah.
because I heard that too, and apparently she was pregnant, and they're like, no,
if you're
broke the
pregnant,
record. Oh no, she just had a kid like 6 months before that. That's what it is.
Well, like if you're also pregnant, you better be like 2 or 3 months, because if you're fucking pregnant and you're gonna run, you just ruined your kid there a bit.
No, she had the kid like 6 months before she ran this race, I guess.
What about Serena Williams? Was she actually like
She was pregnant.
Did she actually have the baby form?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
That woman rages a lot too.
Man, I wouldn't, if I had the hiccups, I wouldn't go through with the championship.
No.
Pregnant? Are you kidding me?
No.
Who's Bill Russell? His championship, that's going to be impossible to beat.
11.
11.
Well, if
No way.
no, I'm saying like if that's how many and like that's the record for just sports in general, I think Brady could probably get it quickly if he wins back to back.
If he would have left New England 5 years ago, maybe.
But it was England like a lot. It was just like, oh, we didn't make it, and the next year they win. Oh, we didn't make it the next year, but next year they win. It was like back and forth though.
But again, New England had a lot of chances. They built shit around Tom Brady consistently. So if he would have left 5 years earlier and gone to an organization that was talented and where he gets to make decisions like he does now, I think he would have been even farther. Because it's obvious it's Tom Brady that figures out how to win. So anywhere he would have went. He's thrown touchdown passes to like over 70 different people. So it doesn't matter who is on the team really. He's going to figure out guys. He's going to take a huge pay cut, pay some superstar to come with him, win a Super Bowl. He probably would have been to like 9 or 10 right now if he would have left like 5 years ago, I really believe. But who knows?
The game that matters the most is this season where he versus Belichick.
I am shivering at the thought.
A non Brady fan here. I want to see that really bad. I'm ready to see that. I know I don't support the guy. Like I know I should. I just like that time I was like, hey, if he goes to like the Jets, I'll get a jersey.
No, I'm gonna explain exactly what you told me.
I know.
So let's outline this. The man, 6 Super Bowls. Kevin's outline for how he's gonna support Tom Brady. If Tom Brady goes to a team that consecutively loses and wins a Super Bowl, I will support him. To which I said, Kevin,
that's me.
what are you talking about? The Buccaneers have lost consecutively for the past like 9 years, and he wins the Super Bowl the first year. So you better decide which jersey color you want, buddy.
Do they got a black
They have
one?
a pewter.
Pewter?
Pewter.
What's a pewter?
It's like some kind of smoky dark gray.
Pewter.
And unless you look like Tom Brady, I don't think it looks good, really.
Pewter. Fuck you, Siri. Oh my God, hang on.
Take it easy, man. She's listening to you.
Pewter. Pewter is a marble metal.
Marble metal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it is like
pewter. Pewter.
It's like a really dark gray.
Dark? No, that's what it is. That's pewter.
Well, the jerseys don't really look like that, unless I guess don't really know.
Depends on the lighting, though.
Yeah,
too.
I guess so.
I mean, I'll probably go with that. Because I don't. Oh, maybe I don't know. The red looked good on you. It looked really big on you too.
It was really big. I got a really big size.
Did you get it before you like had that like weight loss that I still don't believe. When I see pictures of you on Facebook, I don't remember you being that big.
Yeah, I mean, well, neither did I really. I mean, that's the thing when you're like it just gradually happens. You don't realize how big you get, and that's a lot of people's problem. Is I don't think they realize how big they are. And then the people who are closely around you, because they come, they see you in their day-to-day lives. Like my girlfriend, she says the same thing. She didn't even realize how big I had gotten, and neither did I until you look at pictures from if you were smaller than got big.
Well, and you also wore this is you in general. You did not care about the pants you wore, so like those pants were probably for like you had those for many years, and they just became baggy.
Yeah, no, just get yourself a good pair of jeans. Yeah,
just give yourself some baggy jeans, and then you'd be like, man, I'm fit, and then like next thing you know, it's like, oh, I actually wasn't.
Yeah.
No, I remember when I was in high school, when I just started freshman year of high school. This is my favorite memory I have had. I was a chubby boy, middle school, and maybe elementary. I might have had some thin moments when I was young. It's hard to tell, but in middle school, I was a chubby boy. My drink was I always was a fan of soda, candy, stuff like that. Because you're a child and you love sweets and all this stuff. But when I went into to get my physical, because when I moved here, I was like, yes, I can do football. I'm excited. Yes, let's do it. Went to go get my physical. Oh God, some of the doctors are very interesting with physicals. Sometimes it's like, I don't trust you, but go ahead. It's weird, but it's like I've my first time getting a physical, which was middle school coming out. I was like, what that was messed up.
Oh well, everyone told you what was going to happen, didn't they?
No.
Really, you never questioned what a physical was?
I don't think my mom told me.
Yeah.
I should probably ask him, but like, I don't remember.
Usually people prep you for that.
I feel like my mom did, but I just ignored it.
Yes, we'll see. She warned you. You didn't listen.
I didn't listen. I listened to my mom.
She was that like mermaid that tells you, don't travel out to the sea.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. I have never swam in the sea. I swam in the Mississippi River.
I never implied that you swam in the sea, Kevin.
I never swam in the ocean. I swam in the rivers.
I know. Closest I've been to the ocean was probably when I went to Orlando, and I hated Florida. I hated Florida so much.
I was next to the Gulf of Mexico because I went to New Orleans.
Right. Yeah. But you guys didn't go to like the little beach there or anything like that. You're more like do sightseeing and stuff like that.
Yeah. But beginning of freshman year, I went to get my physical, and this guy, and I think this is my doctor who I have now still, weighed me, and it was like 220 pounds, and I was probably maybe 5'8" at the time, and he's like, this is not the weight you need to be at. You are overweighted. Mm-hmm. You need to be under 180. You need to be between like 180 and 190 is probably where you need to be at. And I hated hearing that, because I don't want to be overweighted for my whole life. Yeah. I want to be. I know all those people are like, I don't care how my body is. But it's just like, I don't want to wake up and just see this. Bleh.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel.
It's easy
bleh.
to say that you don't care how your body looks, but then.
I don't understand how like people say that though. It's just like, I'm happy the way I am and stuff like that. It's like, are you sure though?
Yeah.
I know you do these pictures, but I think the only way that, okay, I know girls do this too, and I'm not shaming you. I'm not shaming any girls out there, but it's like, I think you only say you're okay because you turn and you're like, man, look at my ass. I have a nice ass.
Well, no, it's just the whole. People want to be accepted the way they look no matter what, and being told that you need to fix something now is. Everyone just gets offended by something, and it's not just women. There's a whole culture for men get yourself a bearded, chubby guy and stuff like that. But I don't know, now that when you live a sedentary lifestyle of doing nothing, and then when you live an active lifestyle of getting at least a little bit of work in, somewhat every day, try to do it every day, if not every other day, a brisk walk, a couple push-ups here and there. Living actively just makes you feel so much better. I can't, and then. Of course, eating eating better just goes along with that. We're eating better, starting to eat better. Just first off, if you can get through that, that is the hard part. Working out's not that bad.
No, doing what I'm doing right now with workout. I've been really happy with that. I'm being active, even if it's like I know if I have a closing shift, I work at noon. I get my ass up. I go there at like 8 or whenever you say, hey, I'll be here that time, and I feel great. But back then, I had my head down. I wanted to just. I was ready to cry, but my dad was there to calm me down. But it's just like, I don't like where I'm at. And so I did football. I kind of got some muscles. I really, because you see these like walking tall people that are like, look at me, 80 on this machine. Ooh, I can go to 120. And me, I'm like, 40. But it's just like, I did that, but that didn't do much. And then I did basketball. And oh my God, basketball conditioning is a lot. We did duck walks. Do you ever heard of duck walks?
Yes.
Yeah. My legs, I could not move my legs out of the V. It was like, and I'm like limping. But after that season was over, I went to, and then I had spring lifting for football, because right after football season, you don't have a break. You go directly into like winter lifting and stuff like that. And then after that was done, it was a summer. I had I had like maybe a month off, and then we started in June. And I weighed myself, and I weighed 150.
There you go.
It was really, I lost between 60 to 70 pounds. I was way happy. And then of course I gained a bit, but then I got back up to the healthy weight of 180. And then I started growing. So of course, where I weigh right now, I think it's the proper for a 6 foot guy.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell what you should be because everyone's body's different, and it's kind of hard because, you could be 5'8", you could have two people 5'8" and built completely different. So somebody might just have more muscle, somebody might be built more slender, and they could weigh the exact same and look two different ways. So it's hard to find out what works for you, but, doing nothing is not going to help. Mm-hmm. And doing a little bit of something, as long as you're doing something, take a walk around your neighborhood, do a couple push-ups here and there, do something, but don't just sit there, just wasting your potential, really. Because you just feel better when you work out, You get a lot of your, those chemicals in your brain release. People get that runner's high, which I don't like running. I'm just not built for running. I'm built for lifting things.
I run. The only time I run on the treadmill is when you can't make it to the gym, for the day, just a day. If you say like, oh, I could definitely do it later, then I'll probably maybe go. Like, I know recently when you said that 7:30 time, I actually went early and I just did the treadmill because I was like, we'll probably do something later, and we actually did. That's when I would do that. I would go on the treadmill for that, or like if you're not there completely, then I'll actually do some running.
Yeah. I try to make it as much as you can. That's the other thing though. People are like, I don't have time. I think you really got to reevaluate your schedule because there's somewhere in there you have time to work out. Everyone does.
I go in the morning. No doubt.
I can't remember. I think it's a movie or a TV show that Mario Lopez was in it. Mm-hmm. So it might have been a TV show. I don't know. But they're at the gym and the guy's like, well, he's like, how do you work out? He's like, how do you find the time to do this and that? And he's like, well, when you're watching Sports Center, I'm in here. When you're taking an hour lunch at, your job, I'm jogging down the Strand.
Damn.
And it is about sacrifices like that. I mean, I do. In a way of saying not to I don't try to impress anybody, but I physically torture myself, day in and day out to try and, because I did get really big, but I have been really, really fit before, and I know what it means to be fit, and, I am very active. I just, I did get really big. I think I was like 315 pounds the last time when I remember checking. I might have been a little bit over. I think I woke up today sitting at like 216. So that's cool.
And yeah. And then when you see that your weight's going up, it's also because you also have some muscles happening too, and that takes a lot.
Well, you mean that's hard to say. You never really shoot. I've been studying, weightlifting and stuff like that, diet and exercise, nutrition, for a long time since I was a freshman. So, 6 years of going over diets and training and this and that. I have a pretty good idea of if I lose this amount of weight in this amount of time, that means my body's doing this. But I mean, I kind of learned that from wrestling. So
I remember my freshman year, like right after football, it's like, you're a lineman, do wrestling. It's like, nah.
Should have.
No, I'm just what I want is a guy on top of me, grabbing me, looking sexual for some reason.
Yeah, well, that's kind of close-minded, but okay.
Yeah. South Park.
I mean, if you wanted to get fit, you should have did wrestling.
Nah. I like the way I am.
No?
Don't body shame yourself. Love the way you are.
Well, I mean, let's just get rid of the last 10 minutes of this conversation then.
No, I like it. I like it.
If you want to do something completely unrealistically hard, just do wrestling. That was...
Rock climbing.
Rock climbing is insane, man. Those guys are wicked strong. They're very well developed. I mean, they have...
Survivor.
They have very low body fat because I think you have to be able to hold yourself up on rocks like that. Have you seen the guys that do like the insane mountains without ropes? Oh my God. How I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
I don't know. Survivor is another interesting one too with strength, agility. Survivor. What did I say?
What
I
like
said
the TV
Survivor.
show Survivor?
Yeah, TV show Survivor. You ever seen it?
Okay. I think so.
Survivor?
I think so.
Survivor. There was this one. Because I see TikTok. I don't really watch Survivor, but I saw like a channel, TikTok account that only shows Survivor moments, and there was this one 3-person one, and if you had to be on there the longest to stay in the game, because this was like the voting out thing, the competition where like if you lose you're out completely, like bye bye, you're going home.
Yeah.
And there was like this tall pole that's probably made like five sections where like you would get a little bit of grip, but like the bottom grip it was okay for your fingers to be on there, but your feet you could barely get your toes in there, and they had like hold on dear for life as you slowly slide down the pole to defeat.
Dang.
Yeah,
that sounds crazy.
A freaking woman. This like one woman, she's watching everyone slide while she's just there like hugging a tree or something.
Just a koala.
She's not even like holding on to the grips. She's just hugging it.
What about Ninja Warrior? American Ninja Warrior? Those guys are insane.
Especially that one. You know, when I say hugging, and they have to like hug that one
big barrel
the big barrel, and it just
rides down.
Whoa.
The things those guys do, they are incredible.
Yeah, there's like I think I can only get past like I think without going into the water, the first one I
wouldn't get past the sign up sheet. No, I'm not even going to attempt that. No.
Well, no, it's like no. You can actually go to American Ninja Warrior for your birthday. You can actually test out the course.
Right. Yeah.
For your birthday. You can just lie and say it's my birthday. All right, have fun. Go ahead. I could probably get past the first one where it's like the jumping back and forth one.
Yeah, man. What is that called?
I don't know, but it's just like you got those like
they're on a little slant and you go bam bam bam.
What I probably wouldn't. This is me. I would never get past that one where you run, jump on a trampoline, and you just put your like
spider crawl,
spider wall. I know they rub something on their hands that's like right there to get them there, but it's like no, I'll just be like boom and then slide down slowly.
They do. Oh man, they have where they hang on the ledges. They create a little ledge for them to grab onto with their fingers. Then they have to go up and like over. They have things like those rings. They have like detachable
the rings.
They have
and
the swing.
That
is insane.
The worst one is when they get to like the end and they have to like jump with the rings and get onto.
Oh man, yeah. And then after all that, they either have the vertical wall, which, I mean, that's a feat in itself. You have to create power up the wall, pull yourself up onto there.
I feel like I could get to it to touch it.
Yeah,
but I don't think I could pull myself up.
Like, with a week of rest, and then that's the first thing you do, but not after that entire Ninja Warrior course. Or they have to do that insane climb. They have that huge climb up a rope at like the end of the very end.
Well, yeah, because if you tie with like because like the last course you are not timed. You just gotta get it. You gotta get there without like running out of stamina.
Yeah.
And like if you are tied, that is the tiebreaker. But if you actually win that course and no one else does, then that one is for you to win the jackpot.
Yeah.
Of course, you're gonna have to do that. But like right after, if it is tied, then it is a race. And then if you do win the rope one, you do win, and you do get the jackpot. It's only a one-time thing.
Yeah, those guys have a big following now. Which good, they are insane athletes.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
No, when American Ninja Warrior was just Ninja Warrior in Japan, those guys, wow.
Yeah, well,
The second year guy, I forget what his name is, but I gotta show you that. Holy crap! Of course, like some people, they have to do like the I don't know how I haven't seen someone do the rope one last, but they probably maybe do like side by side. This guy literally was jumping and just doing this while going up. To the top.
Well, they did that spider crawl thing,
Yeah.
and then you have to go up.
Yeah, some of them just do like side by side by side, but this guy was literally flying.
Right, yeah.
It's like, whoa.
A lot of them are parkour guys. Yeah, free runners.
Yes.
Which that too, the height those guys jump from.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have the nerves for that. I can't
he's
do
flying.
roller coasters. I can't even look at them.
It depends on the roller coaster for me. I know my first roller coaster was Batman at Six Flags in St. Louis, and this is where you're not even in the seat. You are, but there's nothing like below you, and you're latched on.
Yeah, so you have to.
You're
so
holding
it
on
feels
for
like
dear
you're
life.
flying. Yeah. I can't do that, man. I really can't.
Do you watch Kevin Hart?
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't watched his two recent ones.
Okay,
but
because there was like this recent one where he was like the roller coaster went like this, but wasn't clicking in, and so I'm holding on for dear life, but then he realizes, oh, this is the roller coaster train to the roller coaster.
Jeez.
But he's like locked in. He's like wrapped. He has his like right hand like wrapped underneath and over, so he's like this, like I'm not going out. Yeah, but
It's
lots of body strength you need for like day just for your day.
well, I mean, yeah,
Lots of strength for what you need.
it's always good to be strong in case you need to be strong.
Yeah.
Or, it's just good to be fit. I mean, again, you just feel better when you live, actively. Not even like athletically, just actively. Have a half-hour walk, a 45-minute walk every day. Do something.
Yeah, and like what people don't know too is that like even at your job you're doing a little bit of some exercise. It's not like a lot, but it is. But it does help you. And I know like of course I know it is you are getting a little bit older, and of course your age doesn't like give you the energy you need, and you're tired and stuff. But you're at least doing some movement.
Yeah. But it's not like it's impossible. There's a lot of 50, 60-year-old fit people, so it's like, it can be done. You think a lot of people, it is a lot of mindset. They just feel they can't do it, that they don't want to put in the effort. I don't want to have to strictly diet 6-7 days a week, I want to eat my daily donut, that kind of stuff.
Well, technically, do you really need a diet though in your life though?
Yes. You can...
But I keep on seeing those bodybuilders like, I got a little salad
Okay,
and
Kevin.
pizza.
Kevin, are you going to justify that you should be able to eat pizza like a bodybuilder does?
No, dude, I need to stop having pizza for my break.
Okay, no.
No.
Well, you have to
I'm just saying.
understand that
I'm just saying because like they freaking come out and like look at me.
Because
like,
you have
this.
to understand that bodybuilders work out at least 2 hours a day just pushing mass, and they eat 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day.
How long does Arnold Schwarzenegger work out?
Back when he was doing it, if you watched
Pumping
Iron,
it
it
like
was like
5 to 6
it was
hours
like
a
3
day.
hours. Oh yeah. They did like 3 hours.
His
type of
schedule
stuff.
was like loaded though too. He was like, I work out like 5 to 6, and then I would go to work, and then I will go to, and then from 8 to midnight I was doing acting classes.
The most perfect body I've ever seen. The 76, 77 Mr. Olympia.
Kat Dennings.
Oh man, Arnold Schwarzenegger is fantastic. Bodybuilding's so weird now.
Kat Dennings.
Why you gotta be weird?
You said perfect body.
Yeah, Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger.
We can't be nice to women either.
No,
Oh.
no, we're just gonna compliment Schwarzenegger.
We're just gonna compliment the man, the woman, the legend, Arnold. No, because
Incredibly famous.
yeah, he was actually in a movie where he was pregnant. Yeah,
What movie is that?
I don't know. I just saw a clip on TikTok about Danny DeVito was in, but it was not twins. I don't know.
I think you might need to look into that one.
I do.
I'm not gonna believe you.
Probably for next podcast.
I know I'm not gonna believe
Probably
you.
for
on
the
that
next
one.
podcast.
I can't believe you that Schwarzenegger was pregnant.
Probably for the next podcast.
That's a Terminator, man. There's no way.
He'll be back
He'll be
with a
back.
baby.
That was as corny as the third Terminator was when he like crashes the plane and he comes out and he's like, "I'm back." I was like, "Ooh."
Never seen the third Terminator.
It's a good one.
I seen
right.
two. I seen two.
That they did make a video game of the third one though. That was a great video game. Got to give that one a shout out.
He was probably built too.
He was pretty
built.
big. He's still all right. He's older, you know, obviously. He's not as big, so you know, and he's probably living a little bit more comfortably. He's not as strict. He doesn't need to be. You know, he's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's not as strict, but I know once he resigned from being governor, like people treated him differently. Yeah. The hotel that he would go to and like, oh, we will always have a room for you. They just said no more because we don't have to take shit from you anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he did an Instagram post on that too.
Everyone wants you when you have something. That's pretty much what
it is.
Good
body, money,
wealth,
whatever.
As long as you have as long as you have something to give someone else, they want you. It's a shame. I mean, just the way it is now.
Yeah.
Again, you can't trust your car with some strange mechanic. You can't trust going on a date. You don't know who's real nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
You're about to say something.
No, because I am at that stage where I'm in the single life, and you're just like, and of course, you know, you get you go on those cheap, cheesy dating apps because you just feel like, you know, just get yourself out there and stuff. But it's just like, I'm okay where I'm at being single because I have all this stuff happening right now. But I know after it'd be like, I don't know what to do.
Learn about yourself before you try to get to somebody else.
I've been single for almost in about 4 months. I'll be single for a year.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not everyone's like giving me like, oh, that's a good girl. It's like, I'm kind of fine where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I'm not worrying too much. I'm not like last time where it's just like my
leg.
Yeah, because after after when I dated Sin, it took me nine months to find my ex, but now this one is like, if I find someone, I find someone. She, on the other hand, Sin had like 15 guys before I had one.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say either.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Things happen, and then you just find, you know, the person you're meant to be with, I guess.
You should go and love yourself.
Hey, don't mock that song, man.
I'm not.
JB.
Where's the guitar?
Which is funny because that's an Ed Sheeran song that he gave to Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
I guess he wrote that song.
The guitar part.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran, man. You've seen that guy play live?
Yeah.
He just does loops.
Yeah.
That is insane. He's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Too good, almost. He's a better, you know what? I always say this. He's a better Jason Mraz than Jason Mraz was. Poor Jason Mraz. Tell me you remember who Jason Mraz is. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, he stopped?
No, but I mean, what's the last thing he did?
I won't give up. I won't give up.
Yeah.
Wait, was it I'm yours first, or was I
won't give up? I think is the last big
one?
thing he had, and that was like 2012. 12
because
11.
Because that was me and Hannah's song.
Oh man, good song, great song, great guy, great on guitar. Yeah. He had a pretty good voice, but the level of talent that Ed Sheeran oozes. And anyone who's like, oh, Ed Sheeran sucks, he's not that talented, I just challenge you to give me one song that you can make that rivals Ed Sheeran. Go ahead.
I loved him in Harry Potter.
Oh, that's just mean. Wasn't he in Game of Thrones, though?
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he was in an episode of Game of Thrones. Aaron Rodgers was.
Really?
Yes, he was.
I know Aaron Rodgers was in the show of Keel and Peele because Ron, if you see like those like the like skit when they do like, let's check the starting line for this team, and then when it went to the quarterback, it was Aaron Rodgers, and he was like, Ron.
Oh,
Cal.
Wow.
Cal.
Wow.
I was like, whoa, now I gotta watch the whole clip.
Wow.
Yeah.
Key and Peele's all right. I just never got into that. I think they're funny like by themselves. And what's his name is it makes really great movies.
Peele.
Peele?
Wait.
I didn't see
wait,
Get Out.
right, because Keel's the actor, Peele's the director.
Keegan-Michael Key, Jordan Peele then? Yeah. So Jordan Peele.
Yeah, Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele. Thank you. It was like Peele. That can't be his first name.
Right now.
It's like who?
Did you see like Us and Get Out and all that?
No.
Us was really good.
No,
but,
isn't Get Out like trying to be horror film as well?
It's thriller.
Thriller. Okay.
We're gonna call him a thriller guy.
So I know the concept because it's a black guy with a white woman as his significant other and the family, but they also like trap and like kill.
I think they're trying to
kill him,
brainwash him to make him a slave. They secretly are into racism and like slavery and stuff like that.
Yes, something like that.
Of course, I can only like piece that together. I didn't watch it, but I feel like after seeing so much clips of it and stuff like that, you know what it's about. Us was really good. I'll give it to you. Like the concept, I guess, is there's like a whole subgroup of people that are the exact opposite
on Netflix,
of you.
Right? Us.
I don't know. It's got to be on like HBO Max and all that kind of stuff.
Because I know, like, I think they. Oh no, that's You. I'm thinking of You.
I don't know if
I don't know You either, but it's a Netflix special. That's like amazing. I don't know.
Wait, isn't that? That's the thing about the murderer, isn't it?
I don't know. I never seen You.
Oh man, now there's something out there.
Oh, by the way, Dave Chappelle Show, not on Netflix. I checked. It's not on Netflix.
It might have been HBO Max.
It
Then.
might have been. Or
Hulu.
Maybe on Hulu. Because I checked, and I was right. You friggin' calling me out on episode 1. It's there. No, I know because I keep up with Philip DeFranco Show, the news YouTube, and he talked about that, and Dave Chappelle demanded for that to be off of Netflix, and it is.
And you went looking for it?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
So I got to look at HBO Max then. Or Hulu. Man.
Yeah.
I swear it was on Netflix. Anyway.
I'm right, you're wrong.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, all right.
But anyway, yeah, I think what we're talking about, Michael Key and all that, yeah, which he has that joke about, I got to watch Key and Peele do my show every night. You ever seen that one? I thought that was funny. Yeah, he made a joke about, I got to watch Key and Peele do my show every night, which 2 seasons of Chappelle's Show just dwarfs anything that Key and Peele have done so far. Still a great show, of course. Don't want to knock it.
Their inspiration was probably from Dave Chappelle.
Oh, it's
like 100%.
It's copy paste. It's just sketch comedy.
Well, yeah, and you also see SNL and like loads of people try to do SNL stuff. Matt TV. There was another all that.
There was another one like they said Chappelle's Show was directly kind of not based on, but it's the same idea. I can't remember the name of it though. I guess it was some really really good sketch comedy show back in the day. You know what I enjoy if like you're up late at night one day, the Carol Burnett Show. Do you ever watch that?
No.
She's an old comedian, not old, but I think like 70s, 80s. She's really, really funny. Really great sketches.
I mean, if I saw a picture, I think I would know.
Yeah. Sketch comedy, that stuff seems kind of hard.
Yeah.
I know, what do you call it? Improv is insanely hard, being able to think
Whose line is it anyway?
Whose line is it anyway?
But there is some parts, so because there is a bloopers where they had to like cut and actually had to redo it.
Yeah, because it's hard to do.
But after seeing that bloopers thing that I saw on YouTube, I'm like, then they don't think of this on the top of their heads. Then is everything have to be like script?
No, that means that
I know it's improv, but it's like I'm now like I have a theory though. It's like was whose line? Not
they try to make a joke, it fails. They have to redo the joke. That's what the bloopers are.
That's stupid. Needs to be on top of their head.
Have you done improv, Kevin?
Anyway.
Please, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway, lovely day we're having today.
It is finally getting nice in Illinois. Oh, thank you. But it's going to snow next week probably.
Is it?
Lizzie checks the weather. Yeah, Illinois weather is just the worst.
It is. Let me check. Friday, it's supposed to snow.
Oh, called it.
Friday, 50% chance. Might be rain because it rained the day before and then the day after. And then it's supposed to be sunny on Sunday.
Midwesterners get it, though, for weather. It's hot as hell in the summer. It's brutal in the winter. Just, I think it's climately, it's the worst place to live. I mean, if you like the seasons, good for you. But Illinois is not that fun.
It's a safe state, though, in some ways.
Is it?
Well, because we don't have earthquakes, we don't have that many tornadoes, we don't have hurricanes.
I mean, tornadoes.
I haven't seen a shooting here.
Here in this area.
Yeah. Like it depends on where you're at. It doesn't. I know it snows, but like you haven't seen like the disastered snowing happening. I mean, we're not like Texas. That's like
Well, to be fair, Texas isn't built for any sort of snow.
Texas isn't built for anything. It just has one season every single month.
Some people like that. That's why people go to California.
How we Illinois have 4 seasons.
So that's why people go to California, just for sun,
but there's also
all year round.
earthquakes.
I mean, there's good and bad everywhere you go. That's the thing. Like people on any coast, yeah, they go through hurricanes and stuff, and it's like, but we're gonna be back next year. We're gonna be stronger. No. There's some bad tornadoes that go through here though. Remember Utica? You might not remember Utica. Washington.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I remember
you
Washington.
Washington.
Yeah, I was in high school when that happened.
Yeah, Utica got it pretty bad.
Yeah. I call it karma for beating us in football.
Oh, man, guy should have been better.
Oh yeah. I think we did not score a single. I think it was like maybe 40-0.
Yeah.
Friggin' constant. First down, Washington's like, thank you. I know we suck.
You say that like the ref was directing it to you.
No. The announcer would be like, first down, Washington.
Yeah. People take high school football pretty serious, though.
It is what it is.
Did I ask you how long, if someone gave you an idea for a costume, how long would it take you?
Depends on the costume.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
It depends on the costume. I'm sorry.
No, it makes sense, though, you know.
Everyday wear, a week or two.
Week.
Foam, if it has something to do with foam. I'll say maybe a month. If it's a whole costume piece, like I gotta go look at the commercial pattern for every day, make tweaks. A month or two.
Man,
it does well. It depends. It depends on the people. And if you need a wig, then I gotta look for wigs on Amazon, and I gotta do all the stuff. It's a lot.
Wigs don't look good in a wig. I know that from like the couple wigs I had to wear in a few shows.
You did?
I feel like I wore a couple wigs. I can't remember.
I came across you in Young Frankenstein, and those sideburns did not.
I hated those things.
They
man.
did not blend well. You could see where they started. And
yeah, I hated them. Said I didn't want to wear them. Yep, gotta wear them. All right.
I don't think he had those though in the movie.
I don't know.
He didn't.
He
didn't. I think they just wanted you to wear them.
I got thrown in that show with like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Left to go. That was fun, I guess. It was an okay show. I mean, it's got some okay parts. It's not my favorite show. Young Frankenstein's all right. I mean, I'm not really a Gene Wilder guy besides Willy Wonka, but
I'm not a Mary Poppins fan.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
I'm not Mary Poppins. My dream goal, of course, I'm gonna be a bandwagon here because everyone's like, oh, it's overrated. I want to be in Rent really bad. I want to be in Rent.
I gotta be honest, man. Rent is not that good a show.
I just want to be in it, just to live up the hype and just see what happens.
I mean, I don't want to. People probably aren't going to like watch Rent because of this, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to give spoiler alerts.
The Broadway show is on YouTube. They got a DVD. The DVD cuts out a lot, though.
I don't enjoy the aspect of they go out through this entire show wanting not to pay their rent. I get the point of the show, but to me, what bothers me most is that these people are going throughout their life not wanting to be contributing members of society. I get you have your hobbies, the filmmaker and the musician thing. Hey, you're a filmmaker, I'm a musician, but we have jobs. We pay our bills. And there's no reason you can't do that. And the whole concept is, we're overdue on our rent. We're gonna get kicked out on the street. It's all about. There's a whole thing about homelessness, and I think like most of these problems can be avoided. Obviously, the sexually transmitted disease part we can't deal with that right now. But you can pay your rent easily if you get a job. There, I fixed the whole show. Also. I think they should have switched the death from Angel to Mimi and Roger, but that's just me. Yeah, it's still recording.
No, I'm checking battery life.
Oh, well, if you're satisfied with that, how long have we been going here?
We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes.
Is that good enough for you?
That's good enough for me because both cameras are about to die.
There we go.
Checking cameras.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to the MK Ultra podcast. Once again, I'm Marco.
I'm Kevin, and make sure to follow us on our 2 new platforms at Podbean and Spotify at MK Ultra. I almost said .com. .com. And make sure when you're typing that the M and the K is also capitalized. And space and ultra.
Like and subscribe to the YouTube
channel. Yeah, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure to leave a like, comment if you want to. Depends on how you feel.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next time.